Then you have tuples. So again, tuples are similar to lists. The only difference is they're immutable data. So in this case, you can't change the data that's built into a tuple. And notice instead of brackets, which lists use, a tuple will use parentheses. So do keep that in mind just to distinguish the difference there. But AI guidance will help us to handle tuples better and offer more efficient approaches when using tuples. Now, again, there are cases where you want to use a tuple over a list, and some examples, or an example of that, for instance, would be if you're dealing with SQL databases and you have like a primary key in a SQL database, and you don't want that information to change, or let's say you have sensitive information, login information, whatever it is that you want to keep for security purposes. You might want to use tuples in that case to protect and secure the data so that it's immutable, so that it doesn't change. Whereas a list is something where you would have data that you will frequently be changing. You'll updating, you'll be appending, removing, adding, deleting from that list. So do keep in mind the difference there. Now, if you want to prompt ChatGPT to provide us information about tuples, for instance, or say you want to understand the difference between lists and tuples, well, AI guidance is more than qualified to do so. So if I were to just like simply ask ChatGPT to explain the difference between lists and tuples in Python by example, it'll give me an example of a tuple here. So what it does, it shows me a tuple and it shows me how to create it. In parentheses, it prints out 1 to 5, similar to the former example in the past video on lists. So in this case, we're looking at tuples. And when you look at the difference there, again, you see that this information here with the tuples can't be changed. So if I were to try to append or remove or any of that, it won't allow it. Python will basically throw an error. Okay, so you'll get like an exception. It won't allow you to change any of the data in here. Whereas with lists, you would be able to change the data in there. As you saw, we were able to append and remove. Here, we wouldn't be able to do that because, again, lists are mutable. They can be changed, whereas tuples, they're immutable. They cannot be modified.